And we're like,
Hello guys, welcome back, and we are back in the fan forum, and I welcome Nikhil and Sagar. Thank you guys for joining. How are you guys?
Hi, Anu. Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, what's your today? We'll be discussing about the WTC final again. I know it's been long, but we didn't get a chance to do video together, so we thought okay, discuss briefly about WTC final and what were the mistakes and ashes going on and further statements made by Harbhajan on WTC laws, right? So we'll discuss all that today in the forum. So I think you might, you guys might know because I have given my suggestions on my video. So today it will be more about Nikhil and Sagar who will talk about what they feel about laws in WTC. So what do you guys, just a straight thought, the reason of our WTC laws, what happened and what went wrong?
for me, the number one thing is the preparation. When the dates were fixed and the schedule were done, you guys should have taken at least 15 to 20 days. I mean, they could have rescheduled the IPL 15 to 20 days prior to the what it was today. It wouldn't have costed them a lot of effort. They could have just preponed the IPL for 15 days and they would have gotten more time for preparation. And the issue of not picking your best bowler is also a point of contention here. Uh, Other than that, our bowling, I don't know, it looked teethless. Maybe the lack of quality or just the absence of proper game time, test match game time. But yeah, I think these are the few highlights of what happened.
What do you feel, Nikhil?
Yeah, I think WTC final. Yeah, it's second time. I think it's a pathetic team selection. What I feel is so. Uh, when it comes to bowling, right, there was no such bowlers who are like a specialist test bowler, right? Siraj Shami and Shardul Thakur, Umesh Yadav, they have been playing IPL and limited over format. So I don't think they have adapted to the test conditions very well. So when it comes to Australia, just see the replacement of Hazelwood, right? Scott Boland, who is a super test player, right? So in such a way that Indian team or team management should think. When it comes to bowling department, I think we can clearly see that there was a big hole in it. We could have taken Bhuvaneshwar Kumar or Ishant Sharma for the WTC finals, right? They have a huge experience of playing there in England. So instead of taking them, we took these players. But it's a wrong decision. One thing. Second thing, dropping Ashwin doesn't make any sense, right? He is test number one player, bowler, by the way. Dropping him is a rubbish thing which Indian team management did, I think.
Yeah, so I totally agree with both of your points, but so I will just quickly tell what I noticed. Okay, so the number one, both of you called out IPL. So what I noticed is both Mohammad Siraj and Mohammad Shami, they were not bowling full length. They were bowling a T20 length, that is short of length deliveries. So actually, it's in test matches you have to ball full to get wickets. That's the thing, you keep slips, right? But what I noticed is they were bowling the T20 length. So that clearly shows lack of preparation. Point number point, Nikhil, we had discussed this in our group chat also that why the hell they didn't pick Shan Sharma or Bhunesh Kumar or someone. So, so my question here is, see, to be frank, I thought it was a correct decision. I'm telling out day whichever won the toss, seeing the pitch, seeing overcast conditions, I thought okay, it's the right decision to drop Ashwin. But on the other hand, if you look at it, so see, if you have a perfect replacement to replace Ashwin, then you can, for example, as you called out, Josh Hazelwood injured, like Bolland came in. Perfect replacement, right? If that's the scenario, India can do that. But you are replacing Ravichandran Ashwin with Umesh Yadav, who has hardly played cricket, going for T20 economy in Test matches. So that's the only worry I had. But I feel the decision was correct. But just that Indian team didn't have like for like replacement. What I mean by this, the bench strength. For example, if Ishant Sharma was picked, I would have totally agreed. But because Umesh Yadav is not in his great form, he's not in the rhythm. That's the reason I feel it looked like a bad decision. But as you pointed out, if Ishant Sharma was there, it would have been a right decision. I feel choosing bowling also was right decision, but just that we didn't play good cricket. So, what's your thought that like India's bench strength and what happens to India when they come to ICC semi-finals or ICC event finals? They just seems to play bad cricket.
Mikul, could you please fan?
Fine.
There's a lot of disturbance. Please check your mic.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure.
I'll be back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so getting back to the point about the Indian bench strength, right? You can't blame the fast bowling bench strength because you had the likes of Prasidh Krishna and others who were ready to come up into the squad, but then due to the lack of game time or due to injuries, they couldn't make it to the. I mean, they couldn't be part of the World Test Championship finals. But yeah, as you all pointed out, the and to be honest, Rohit Sharma's captaincy is average at best, if defined. So okay, you have lack of quality in your bowling, but the intent and the aggression which Virat Kohli brought to the squad. Uh, Imagine that Lord's game where he says, "Let's give them hell for 60 overs." We know, yeah, that we had great bowlers back then, but then you have to put in words like that to make your players feel that, yeah, we are what we are, we deserve to be here, and so on and so forth. Yeah, that's the captaincy was not was blatantly defensive. If you see the field sets, right, they're playing test match cricket. You should have more fielders closing in. But then, after a couple of initial phase of the ball movement, Rohit Sharma kept a fielder in the deep point, trying to protect singles. I don't know. This is a defensive mindset. I don't know from where he's adapted this, but yeah, that is one thing that clearly stood out for me.
Nikhil, what's your say on this?
Yeah, see, first thing, what you said is like we didn't adapt to the condition very well, right? I think, yeah, that's the first point because when it comes to Australia, right, they used to hit the deck hard bowlers, right? They used to ball in like short balls a lot because they used to hit the deck. But when it comes to India, they used to pitch the ball up for that moment, right? Which is same in England. Why don't they do the same thing there as well? They lack that confidence, or they are having that fear, saying they will go for drives, they will go for runs. So they have that kind of intent. I In Test cricket, you should go for 10 wickets, right? You should not fear like this. So that was one thing. Second thing, as Sagar called out, Rohit Sharma's captaincy, right? I don't think so. Rohit Sharma is a great captain when it comes to Test cricket. He doesn't motivates any of the bowler. He doesn't motivate any of the fielder. He doesn't have any intent when it comes to Test cricket. What I feel is he may be a good T20 captain, but not a Test captain. So that was my point.
Yeah, good point. So, see, guys, it's India to the cricket perform well. You will be high on social media. If you don't perform, you will be on a high list of trolls, right? So it's bound to happen in Indian cricket because they used to compare Virat Kohli's captaincy with Rohit Sharma just because Rohit Sharma has won five. I stated this in my video. If Virat Kohli would have gone Mumbai squad, for sure he would have won 2 IPL titles for sure. So I, my, my only thought is how fans react, because they just go basis of IPL. They tell, okay, on what basis they are. If to compare Rohit Sharma, it's a fair point. The captain India. You can't just compare an IPL stats. How can you do that? So that's my worry actually, because fans tend to. I mean, see, it's totally understandable. We also get frustrated comparing stats. It should make sense, because you just can't compare with IPL stats. So good point. I don't know. Maybe I had called out that. Who, I think only Rishabh Pant can be the only captain 80 or in Test cricket, because looks like in one day I think Hardik Pandya will be there. What do you think? Is it a good one, good option?
Sorry, I could not hear you. Yeah.
Anyway,
I know your voice is breaking a little bit.
Yeah.
is it fine now?
Yeah, it's better. But when you spoke, there was a little.
Okay, okay. No, I was just telling. So fans comparing IPL stats to Indian cricket stats, I think that's not fair. Compare Rohit Sharma to Virat. Or
I know. I think you should go a
Yeah.
little back while you speak.
okay, is it too loud?
No, after a certain point, I think it gets cut. Your voice starts breaking.
Okay, not sure whether it's to do with internet.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I got your point. You're asking whether Rishabh Pant is a better suited Test cricket captain for India. But seeing the history of what Indian cricket has done, they always want a single captain for all formats. I don't think that is the way going forward due to the lack of three format players in India currently. The only person I can think of currently, except for Virat Kohli and all the uh, established players, is Shubman Gill. But I don't know if he's ready for the captaincy or handling the test team, or is he passionate about test cricket the way that Virat Kohli was. So yeah, Pant is a really good option, but questions on his recovery and how he gets back to cricket. And he's got a major injury. Hopefully, nothing bad happens and he gets back to cricket like he used to, or even better. But for white ball cricket, I think yeah, they'll be probably looking at Hardik Pandya for the next World Cup, provided Hardik Pandya is fit. There's always a question when it comes to the debate of Hardik Pandya because 9 out of 10 times he tends to be unavailable for selection due to some minor niggles and injuries. Hopefully, that's not the case, and any captain for that matter who comes, as fans, we just need to see our team performing well and stepping up at the big stages, knockout matches, and just not giving to the pressure, buckle under pressure, as they say.
Nikhil, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think you are talking about the captaincy, right? Like the future captain. Uh, I don't think like why people are not seeing towards KL Rahul. So he was the one who led the team in the absence of Rohit Sharma or Rishabh Pant, right? Like when you are backing him, so you should seeing him as a next captain, right? No one in the world is seeing KL Rahul as a backup. I don't think like he is a bad option, right? If he,
Already 31 or 32, right?
yeah, but he still have good 3 4 years, right? When it comes to
Yeah, but
like if you
he,
compare
he was
Rohit Sharma
already
with him,
he was already named
Rohit,
vice captain once, and he
yeah,
then turned out to be not the vice captain, changed the captaincy directly to Hardik Pandya and all that. Was conditions applied to his form. There's a lot of questions for his form, right?
Yeah, I
And
think
he's also one of the most injury prone players.
Yeah. No, so my here is, see, already Virat Kohli, after Virat Kohli, now it's Rohit Sharma for 2 3 years. I don't want short term plans, right? I want a captain who is there in the team for at least 6 years, 7 years, a 2 3 World Cups cycle. I want that kind of captain. So that's my only reason. It's a good shout out actually, KL. But again, fitness and form. So if he's playing his best, that's a good option. Yeah.
yeah, Rishabh Pant, I think we are talking about too far from here. So we should be staying present, saying if Rohit Sharma is not available from the next series, who is the one who is leading the test team, right? We don't have any other option. Like we have to go for Virat Kohli once again if Rohit Sharma is not available. I am like I'm surprised. We are such a like Indian team management or India is such a huge nation, and we don't have a proper plan to bring item which is like a captain material or see we are lacking in that. So that's the main issue, I think.
Yeah. I know it's difficult because it's been happening more than 10 years now. Again, we lack ICC trophy. It's been over a decade. So yeah, we have to wait and watch what decision they are going to make. So another interesting point which I heard what Harbhajan Singh stated after WTC loss, that India are playing two turning tracks where the ball turns from first ball, and they have to play competitive cricket for 5 days to make them competitive. So actually, many people are disagreeing with their valid point, but I disagree because I think last 10 years also where he was playing, the situation. I'm not saying the pitches are turning from day one that time also, but still pitches were kind of similar, and I purely tell India lost the final because of preparation, not because we played on a turning track. Because India in England, Australia had the same pitch, India had the same. India had better preparation, we didn't have better preparation. So, what's your thought on that statement from Harbhajan?
If you ask me, I think it's partially true and partially false. Outrightly saying that this is the only reason the 2 day, 3 day tests is the only reason that our batsmen are well underprepared. If you ask me, in the last couple of years, recent statistics show that the last 3 years, our Indian batters average top five batters average 30 overall. And to be honest, the quality of our batsmen, I'm not making a bold, I'm trying to not categorize everyone in the same picture, but if you just go and look at the patterns, each and every game that they have played in home, right? The lower down the order, Akshar Patel, Ashwin, Jadeja have been the bulk of the run scorers. Our top order, I don't remember there's a lot of hundreds or long innings that we used to see when Sachin, Lakshman, Dravid used to play, right? They used to bash the spinner for any quality spinner that come from the touring team. Say, for example, Shane Warne, Graham Swan, and many more, right? But our batters tend to give away their wickets cheaply to debutants. Not taking any credit away from the debutants, they have made a lot of effort to come to tour to India. Yeah, if you're giving away wickets to a bowler, first class bowler who just made his international debut, that goes to show the lack of cricket, Indian local cricket that the Indian team, I mean, A grade players are playing. They're not accustomed to playing in the local domestic tournaments. Yeah, I think that is one of the big reasons. You can't blame the players as well. The schedules are so packed. There's a bilateral match happening every month or two. There's a touring team. There's a World Test Championship, and IPL for that matter takes away 2 months or 3 months of cricket in India. So I don't know. It's a holistic. If you take a holistic view, there's a lot of small factors that add into the current test batting abilities of our batter. Except for Pujara, I don't think there's a proper 4 day or 5 day cricketer in the squad. All are three format players. I think we should start looking at players who play specifically for test. It is the case in every quality side, right? There are a couple of players who just make it in the squad. For example, Australia, Travis said, who just concentrate on playing test. Nathan Lyon for that matter. Same way with England as well. You have the openers and Oli Pop and Joe Root who just play test cricket. They're not even a part of the white ball circuit, not even part of the ODI circuit. So yeah, I think we should start taking a different approach because see, to be honest, in the last 4 or 5 years, say last decade, okay, we have not seen any results because they're doing the same thing again and again. I think if the same thing doesn't work for over 10 years, I think you should start working towards trying something new. Okay, you might lose, you might come up with a stumble, but then without change, there is no progress, right? As they say, change is the only constant.
Yeah. Nikhil, what do you think about our statement?
I think it's a it's a rubbish statement because while they were playing right, they usually are having the same turning tracks. But the difference was we had a lot of good players who play spin very well those days. As Sagar called out, VVS Lakshman, Dravid, or Sachin Tendulkar, they used to play spin very well. Nowadays, there is no one who will play in that fashion, right? They don't sweep very well. For example, Virat Kohli, he doesn't play a sweep shot. So if for a spinner, if you don't play a sweep shot, then it is one of the biggest minus, right? So that's the thing. And I think Rohit Sharma as well. He is not sure while he is playing for spinners. For example, in WTC final as well, he loses his wicket for Nathan Lyon, right? Playing that paddle sweep. There was no need to play that shot. Okay, and there is no intent first of all. Okay, blocking the ball is also an intent, but it should be in a right manner, right? So that's the thing. You should know why when you have to block, when you have to go for runs. In that frame of mind, I don't think so. There are a lot of players like Sagar called out Pujara. Except Pujara, there is no one who is capable of doing that, saying for the first 20 30 balls I will look what the pitch is doing, right? That's the basics of test cricket. But no one is doing that, and no one is showing that patience because of, I think it's because of purely a T20 cricket which is booming in these days, right? So that was one thing. And no one is nurturing the young players towards the like test cricket. So that was second thing. For example, we have a lot of young players who are like who can only play for test, right? For example, Abhimanyu Ishwaran or Sarfraz Khan, who are very good at domestic level. They are scoring a lot of runs in Ranji. So by recognizing these talents, we should go back and work on this those players, and we should tell them saying we are looking you guys for the test team. So please prepare for it. By this way, BCCI have to go back and nurture the young talents. So I am not seeing that. First thing, and second thing, you should respect the senior players as well. When it comes to Ishan Sharma, I don't think so. He did so many things wrong, right? He was such a great player. He played 100 tests for Indian cricket team. Means it's not at all a small achievement. So you should handle these kind of players in a good way, right? He have not been a bad performer at all, right? He's doing his best for the test team, but I don't think so. He deserved that drop from the team. He still have a lot of potential, like Stuart Broad and Anderson. Um, I I think he should come back for the testing.
Yeah, Sagar, you had something.
Yeah, Nikhil pointed out a really wonderful point that for the likes of Abhimanyu Ishwaran, right? I was seeing his name in the test squad way back 4 to 5 years ago. He was a backup opener, I guess, when Shikhar Dhawan was playing as well. So, if you see Mayank Agarwal, Abhimanyu Ishwaran, Karun Nair, these are all genuinely quality, talented red ball players. But I'll make a bold statement here. To fit in all three format players in the likes of Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Ajinkya Rahane for that matter, these guys were not given enough opportunity. So, what is the incentive for a local player to play Test cricket here in Ranji, score so many tons of runs, and ended up not getting a chance in the Indian squad? Hanuma Vihari, for that matter, he is not even the picture, right?
As well as Jayadev Unatkar. He is a excellent player in domestic cricket. In red ball, his numbers are awesome, right? Why should we are BCCI is not giving all these talents a run? Give them 10 matches, test them. Whether we have to go with this player or not, then we will get to know.
I
But they are
still
not
remember
doing these
Karun.
things.
I still remember Karun Nair after the triple century, hardly got three
He
or four
dropped.
games. Yeah, 3 or 4
Yeah,
games. They went to England. They took him in the squad. They didn't play him one match, and the next series he was not in the squad. How can a player who
correct.
scored 300 runs get just 3 matches to perform? If he can score, okay, there might be issue debate that he got many chances there. Okay, you have to score 300 runs. If you give 100 chances also, you should be have the ability to score the runs. He did that and still he got dropped after 3 or 4 games and his career went down the drains. He was really a quality player. He knows to sweep, he knows to reverse sweep, his defense is solid. These guys are not incentivizing playing Ranji cricket. That is what I really think. Why do they want to fit every team? Every time they want to fit three format players. How did Gill come out all of a sudden? He doesn't even play Ranji cricket. What are you telling to Sarfraz Khan? He's scoring tons of runs in Ranji and still doesn't get into the Indian squad. We lost many such gems like this, and we'll lose many more if this continues. As Gautam Gambhir pointed out, this is an individual oriented team, not a team. Our fans as well, our media as well, all are focused on individuals and not the team. This is not the case in any international team, be it Australia, be it England. There are quality players there, but if you don't play well, you get out. You bring in new players, give them opportunity. See New Zealand for that matter. A person called Bracewell can make his debut at 33, 34 and make such a huge impact because he knows. I was seeing the other day a show on a Kannada YouTube channel called the DRS show. Vijay Bharadwaj would interview a Karnataka player who is coaching in New Zealand, and he tells any player who comes in through the ranks will be given sufficient opportunity before being tested out of the team.
Yep.
In India, it's not the case at all. Openers as well. How many openers did you change in the last 4 years? Tell me. Nobody is getting a chance. Then what is the use of playing red ball cricket in Ranji cricket?
Very true. There are like so much great points. I don't know. It's like hard to address for team management because the problem is we have so much talent, and so that's the problem. And so what I thought is about the points what Harbhajan made. What made is you're talking about competitive 5 days cricket. So my question is why then Ranji is 4 day cricket? Why the quarterfinal? Why group stage is 4 day cricket? Make from there. No, do right things from the scratch. Make from the group stage itself. Why then the same guy who talk, he's speaking at T20. He's speaking with Akash Madwal and Harshit Rana. On what basis? Just because he played good 4 IPL games, he's wearing India jersey. So it's become so okay. Player like Jaidev Unath was 100 wickets, 200 wickets in Ranji. He just has to take pension. So the same guy, so that's what it is because I don't know. Maybe you guys still I have some. He didn't even pick, and he has picked the likes of I. But because one thing you pick Jaiswal based on okay, he had a great IPL, but he scored 200 trophy, Duluth Trophy, Ranji Trophy. He's had a fantastic. Look at Rinku Singh. Yeah, IPL he has not yet proved his worth. Yeah, he would have scored, but not given 4 years to pick him into India. Nothing against him, and they he at all. But it's become too easy now to get India. You just take 1 5 in an IPL game. You are into and
And
talking about the way. So I just totally don't understand. So what's your thoughts on that? 2 points.
let Nikhil
Shall
go
we-
first.
No, no, no. Go. You go. It's okay.
Yeah, mine is gonna be a bit interesting. But see, I know you brought up playing 4 day, 5 day to make rugby games 5 day, right? The players who are playing 4 day and scoring runs, taking huge wickets, are not getting opportunities. And what's the point playing 5 day cricket? That is one point. There are many players like that. And T20 you started discussing, right? I don't know why they are picking players just based on one good IPL season. Uh, there are more talent. See, if you go last 3 years, right? The number of new players who have played for India is damn high. That too
Yeah.
in the white ball format, right? I see every series there is a new there's a new player, one or two players who's debuting in the squad. Uh, see, when are you giving these people opportunity? What happens in the 2 year cycle of a World Cup preparation, T20 World Cup preparation? What is happening? You'll try all players, but you take the same old squad to the tournament. This is so this is so funny. They've tried all players: Umran Malik, Natarajan. Say the name: Shabazz Ahmed, Devdutt Padikkal, Deepak Chahar. What is his name? Ruturaj Gaikwad, Prithvi Shaw. See how many players I can start counting, and the numbers will go on continuously. When will you give these people opportunity to, or is it just like, okay, you guys are talented, we'll give you one chance, wear the cap, wear the Indian jersey, and call yourself an Indian player? I think that is the case. Because, okay, see Sanju Samson for that matter, I think he will become the next rider for Indian cricket. Talent well wasted. That's what I think will happen. For the likes of Rinku or the other players you have mentioned, right? I think it's high time these senior players start letting go of the T20 format. Maybe Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, or everyone else. How did the 2007 World Cup did India win? Were there old players like Sachin and Dravid who came saying that, yeah, I still want to play T20 cricket? No, right? All the 15 members were new to the format. We didn't have a proper coach. See what happened. We had a new captain who was never captain the Indian squad before. And see the result. I think we should just say, okay, for the T20, we don't need seniors. We'll just send all youngsters team.
Yeah.
Let the result be my what. Because we know if we take the seniors player as well, we know what is the result. Okay, you might think that I'm criticizing a bit too much, but this is not just criticism. Go back in all the knockout games of the last 10 years. This is the case with India. Then why not give a chance for youngsters to perform at big stage? Who knows? You might find a youngster Yuvraj Singh. You might find next to MS Dhoni. If opportunity and a platform for them to deliver is not made to them, I don't know when they will blossom.
Very true. Yeah.
I rest my case.
Come on, Nikhil.
Sometimes I think like we have under 19 World Cup, right? Most of the time, like if you have any kind of players, uh, like you should play only two times in a World Cup, right? We have such kind of rules, right? So for T20 World Cup as well, I feel we should bring back that type of rules and regulations in our BCCI. I am talking about. We should give a player only two chance to play for T20 World Cup because what I feel is then only they will get to know the value, right? Of playing T20 cricket or what we are expecting from them. All these things they will get to know, or they will be very serious about their performance or their appearance in this kind of World Cup because they will not get a lot of opportunity. For example, Virat Kohli have played somewhere around 4 to 5 T20 World Cups now, right? And he won't own nothing. He doesn't have a T20 World Cup right now. Correct. So they should know the value of it. What I feel is so. In that sense, we should have a young team which will emerge out of each year or each alternate year. Like that, we will get new talents, which we can use it in ODI team as well as test team. On that basis we can work on them, we can nurture those players, and we can see a good team in 50 over format as well as test format. That's my one of the new idea, I think, maybe. So why can't we do this? Why can't BCCI go with this approach instead of giving a individual 4 5 World Cups chances in 4 5 World Cups? Why can't they restrict them to play for only two World Cups and let them choose which World Cup they want to play? Saying, for example, Virat Kohli, right? He is established player now itself. Saying, if you want to play for next World Cup, that's the last World Cup you are playing. They have to make sure that the people should know that they are playing their last World Cup. It's not like whenever they want to play. They are playing IPL, go and play. They are playing Ranji cricket, go and play. Wherever they want to go. They are going and playing with their wish, right? It should not be like that. That's why the importance of Indian cricket in main ICC tournaments are lacking because they are getting money. They are not like they are playing for nothing. There is no intent at all. I don't think so. They are thinking, saying, we are playing for India, we must win. There is no intent at all. In the WTC final, I saw that there is no intent from anyone. There is
Sunil
no seriousness at all.
was feeling more bad than Indian players.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the thing is, while we are playing corporate cricket or normal gully cricket, we are shouting like anything. We will be on top of the opponents like anything. We will give worst galia saying, hey, dash 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 and all. Here in gully cricket or in corporate cricket, what these people are doing there, it's like in Kannada we used to say Narasatva Antara Adtane Anta. Like that they are doing. They are not showing anything, like any intent, nothing at all. Simply they are going. It's like a free bus ride for women's in Karnataka now. So they are going for a free ride to England. They are coming back. That's it.
And I was looking at the reasons. I mean, in the press conference, the way Rohit Sharma talked, he talked so many points there. Like he wants a three best out of three World Cup final, and he's questioning why England is the only venue. I mean, I just can't understand. See, Olympics, you run an Olympics, and you can't say I'll run the 100-meter sprint thrice.
Yeah, you can't say best of three there.
Okay, and we can't say why Olympics is being organized only in Tokyo, why in Belgium, why in so and other places, right? See, the only challenge there is that you have to adapt to the, conditions there. Emerged as victorious. Even it's not a what to say homegrown for Australia, right? Both are playing in a neutral venue. Australia is down here under us, and England is over top there. It's a huge conditional variation there. They
Yeah,
can go early, they can adapt and
neutral.
win that trophy. These people are best of three. Why England is the home? I mean, it shouldn't come from the captain of the Indian team. Seriously, I don't think Virat Kohli would have ever said such a thing. He would have admitted his mistake. He would have said something and gone. But I don't know what is the point of contention there. Such statements just baffle me.
But
Silly reasons they will give.
no, but there what I felt is he is I don't think he meant okay why it's in England, but I think he meant no, there is a possibility it can happen in different venues. That's what I like. He have understood it. Not sure in what sense he said that
No,
he
I think Rohit Sharma wanted it to be in Mumbai so that Ambani can do something.
so because you can in South Africa, you can keep in New Zealand. Maybe that's what he meant. Not really sure. But for your point, Nikhil, why it's happening like that? I think the point really blunt one because number one is money, and number two is the one which Gambhir has called out. It's individual based team, not team. Because if Virat Kohli doesn't play India match, then he will go down. No one will watch. There won't be 100 Abhimanyu Ishwan or Jaydev Unadkat for sure. At that time, they will be in loss of money. So that's the main reason where these play, and it's all about money, right? That's the simple answer for that. Yeah, time is running out, so I think we pretty much covered almost everything. So just one final tell
Yeah, so the point about Gambhir making the Gambhir statement, right? That's actually spot on, whatever you said. I agree, there's a huge factor that players like, there's a issue like money won't be flowing if star players don't play. To what extent? To what extent that you stop winning trophies, end of the day, people will stop watching. Not now. At least 10 years down the line, if India doesn't win a trophy, World Cup trophy or a serious international trophy, they will just be called as chokers like South Africa. And every year the viewership will go down. Eventually, you will lose money. Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, your stars will get older, right? They can't play forever. Say they play for the next 10 years. I'm giving you a huge bracket, right? They play for the next 10 years as well. They can make a lot of money. What about next? Whom will you find? You should start from the basics, right? You should give opportunities. You should make a as a I see. For me, I like certain player. I like Virat Kohli. Doesn't mean he's greater than the team itself. Right? You want the team to win. End of the day, team has to win. India has to win. Our head should be high, uh, and we should say we are the champions.
yeah,
Yeah, that is what.
so that's what a great point that pretty much we covered about the factors. So next one, like as England are playing that uh, latest compare this team, how they have changed and to Indian performance. So what I think is it's a stat and the calendar year 2022 in test match run rate is over 4.4 I think I to the target 4.3 or 4.4. So that's a run rate tested over a span of a year. So that's called clear idea. That's called so now they call it a basketball. So they are implementing it in a right way, right? So what I think on the other hand, if you whenever I see Rohit Sharma in post match the toss, he says, we want to enjoy ourselves. But I see India's 20 target 150. They are like training. They are first couple of overs, how the ball is moving. I don't think that's fair. I think it's pure nerve and the tournaments that they have. Because if you look at England, they are the owners of it. They had not won a title in that West Indies T20 World Cup where they won the first title for a long time. I think after that they have completely changed. I think called out. If something is not working, you have to completely change. I just see Rohit Sharma talking, fearless cricket, that this we hold, but I just so that's contrast of two, right? He drop big players, bent nowhere in the picture. Now he is opening for England, scoring at strike rate of 90. It shows huge difference, lack of confidence and lack of confidence in players. Positive cricket, no what. So what still and will end with this just on the Ashes and to compare.
Go ahead, Nikhil.
Yeah, you go. It's okay.
So Anuraj was making a huge, really good point there. I think the turning point for England cricket was the loss against Bangladesh and getting eliminated in the 2015 World Cup. Ian Morgan came out. I mean, all their players were in tears. He came out saying that, okay, this is we have to stop this. We are playing a new brand of cricket.
Exactly. Yeah.
That new brand of cricket took some time to get adjusted to, but it's now reflected to all formats. Before they just used to play ODI and T20 cricket that way, wherein they started scoring 400, 450 runs in ODI cricket. Then they started bashing T20 right from the first ball. There's no waiting for the first over to swing, leave, what is it, flick shot. No, they're just bashing the ball one after the other, and that has been transferred to the test team as well. To be honest, when India told England the last time, where it was the 2-2 draw, series draw, right? That time the England were still in the old mindset of playing away the old test format, right? Uh, that they almost came so close to losing that series. It would have been huge loss. And that couple of years as well, in England test cricket was not so great. Then people came out pointing out that no, England is not performing well in Test cricket. That's when they started to rework it, brought in a new coach, and see how they are producing results. When they've made that sport of Test cricket more interesting. I mean, I feel like watching Ashes more than any other games, any other Test matches, right? Because whenever England play for that matter, they play a brand of cricket that is completely new. They're scoring at 4.55 runs every over, and there's an event happening, and they're not afraid of losing the tournament. I mean, test match. You say play fearless cricket, but then you go there defending, saying the ball is moving. The same opponents also play against England, right? How come England start beating them so easily, and India ended up getting loose? Right. Same thing I had mentioned before. You should, after a certain point, if you think the current approach is not working, we just has to try something new, right? That's what England did, and they're taking the result. Maybe this might go out of fashion after a couple of years when all teams started taking the same approach. Then they have to reinvent their game more differently. Yesterday, I mean, I was watching the Ashes game. Joe Root, who was considered to be a very classical test player, was doing the reverse scoop to Pat Cummins and Scott Boland. Imagine if a player who is brought up his life playing conventional cricket can change his game to take it to the next level because he knows the scoop and the reverse scoop are easy scoring run opportunities.
Actually, he was down the list in the Fab Four number of centuries. Now he's list with 31 centuries.
Exactly.
He's
If
still
you don't want to revamp your game, work on it, try to add new skills, then there's a lack of, I mean, what to say, commitment. That's all I can say. Because eventually your technique gets exploited. There will be a weak point that will be shown to the entire world with the field of data analytics and the video
All that.
analytics. Everybody now has access to that, and they can find out the player's weakness immediately. They will hardly practice it in the nets for a couple of hours, and boom, they get the wicket immediately. You talk about the setup for Virat Kohli in the World Test Championship final, the first innings. You see, start just go and two or three fuller length deliveries. Virat Kohli drives the ball towards the covers couple of times. Everybody were in wow moment. He started moving forward and forward every ball. And one good length ball, he could have let to left it alone, short of a length ball. He because he's set up that way, he gets out. Same goes with the second innings as well. So everybody has a lot of flaws here. No batsman is perfect, but that's how you reinvent yourself. Classic example is Joe Root.
Nikhil?
I think I will just go out of the topic because see, Indian team is like a second RCB team because we want God, demigod, or superstars, or Talaiva, Thala, all these kind of figures to this advertisement, these things. Just tell me who is the god of cricket in
England.
Australia? No, England, New Zealand. No one will be there. They are not seeing a person huge like India, saying Virat Kohli is a greatest one or Rohit Sharma is a great one. See, cricket is the great thing, not individuals, right? So my point is, you have to think like England, Australia, these like these teams, because see, they are not forcing David Malan to play a Test cricket. Okay, they are not forcing David Malan to play T20 cricket. They have Jason Roy and who is that? Barristow, who can open in T20s or in ODI format. They will go with David Malan and Jason Roy, or in T20 or in Test they will go with. Sorry, in T20 I think they will go with Butler and Jason Roy, or in ODI they will go with uh,
Sales also is
David Malan and one more player who is Alex Sales.
Alex Sales.
Yeah, in Test they will go with who is
Ben
that?
Duckett and Crawley.
Zach Crowley and Ben Duckett. For example, Ben Duckett is such a fabulous T20 player. They are not making him to play T20 cricket. They are telling him to concentrate on his Test cricket. In the same way, there is no opportunity for Root in ODI. Root is not there in ODI team. It's shocking because they are playing a brand of cricket in such a way that they are not thinking a individual is greater than a cricket. They are just thinking cricket is greater,
Yeah.
right? That's why there is no room for Root in ODI cricket for England. See, this is what we want in India, saying we are wasting in the likes of Rahul Tripathi, who is a fabulous T20 player. There is no opportunity for him when the likes of Virat Kohli is playing, when the likes of Rohit Sharma is playing. We can't fit in these kind of fabulous players. So that was lacking here. Yeah, you can tell that saying Ruturaj Gaikwad have all the skills. Tell him to play only Test cricket, right? Pay him, saying we have a lot of like money here in BCCI, right? Tell him to skip IPL. Boss, you have a WTC this year. Don't concentrate on IPL. Whatever you have, like for what money you have gone through in the auction, we will give it. You just concentrate on IPL. Sorry, Test cricket. Just tell them these things. Let them concentrate on Test cricket and Indian cricket, so that we will win more ICC trophy. Or Other than that, if they do the same thing, pulling each and every player for each and every format, it's a foolish thing. Okay, there is no proper planning at all. I was watching Nepal and Zimbabwe match today. Okay, qualifier match. You don't even believe. I felt Nepal team is better than ours in that condition. Zimbabwe condition. Seriously, I'm not laughing because I'm making this statement very clear because I have seen a couple of players from Nepal. They are playing like anything. Seriously. Can you tell me the average score in Harare or in Zimbabwe? Can you tell me what is the average score?
It'll be 220 to 38.
Right. What was the score Nepal ended up with is 280, 290. They scored 290.
Yeah, I saw one. I didn't see. I saw one guy out for 99.
Yeah, 99. His name was Kushal. He scored 99 and he played like anything, dude. He was very pleasing to us. And their captain, Rohit, he also played really well. And that Zimbabwe is not at all a small team, guys, because they are experienced enough. They used to beat Pakistan, so they are very good team. Yeah, when it comes to bowling attack of Zimbabwe, they have Ryan Ball and
Sikandar Raja.
Sikandar Raja, Blessing Mazarbani, and Engar was some tall fellow. They have a good bowling attack, but these guys played really well. Fearless cricket. From ball one, they are showing intent. If they are not getting boundaries, they are converting it to ones and twos. They are playing basic cricket. I was like from afternoon to now. I was watching the Nepal and Nepal versus Zimbabwe match itself. It was like you should show all these matches to Indian cricket, I think, because from seeing this, they will get to know what they are doing. Okay, each and every other team are like, for example, Ireland. They are doing all the homework. They are coming back. Scotland, they are doing the homework. They are coming back. And now, for example, Nepal, they are making a huge statement here in world cricket. So the team which is overrated, and I think I will use this word because the foolishness of some people in Indian management, arrogance Indian cricket team. It's like it is taking cricket to the I think worst level in India.
Mediocrity is the
Yeah,
perfect.
they are not at all bringing any changes. They are just talking, talking, talking. That's it. They are not doing any changes. They are not bringing the new talents. They are not doing anything other than talking, other than branding the cricket, other than earning money. Same thing, right? Same thing is happening with RCB. They are running behind the brand. They are not building a proper infrastructure, proper like what to say, one environment for playing cricket. They are not doing anything other than marketing, other than creating fake kings or fake
Prince.
what to say. Yeah, so
Salah.
Shubman Gill, they are telling Prince, and he is scoring 20, 30s in WTC. Come on, dude. If he is Prince, let it be in his home, not in the ground. No one is bigger than cricket.
Yeah, people should come to the realization.
Yeah,
Stop. What to say? Fantasizing over idols and I mean stars and individuals, as Gambhir stated. See, Gambhir does a lot of loose talk when it comes to, but when it comes to his interviews. But to be honest, those loose talks, if you analyze it properly, he's probably telling it that for the best of Indian cricket as well. The team is bigger than the game, and the team is bigger than any individual for that matter. If you talk to Sachin as well, he would say exactly the same thing. He would put his team first. He would say the cricket is greater than everything, and same goes with every legend who's played the game. But nowadays, as Nikhil pointed out, it's all media, sale rights, money,
Everything is money. Other than money, they are not seeing anything.
and see, like Nikhil mentioned, right? You create players specifically for some formats, and allow them to tour, go and play in county, go play Australian League, go play county in another country. That's how a player develops, right? His technique might be flawless in India, but his technique might get exposed in England. He would find a better way to play in England. He would find a better way to play in Australia. Same way goes with other states, other countries as well. Our players are not even allowed to play in other leagues, T20 or domestic leagues. Yeah, that's the thing. There's a whole, there's a small. You can't point out one particular issue that the BCCI is doing wrong. There's a lot of small thing that collectively becomes the exact reason for our performance in every uh, ICC event.
Yeah, guys, again, a great show, lot of points, lot of criticism to Indian board. We hope some changes to happen before the next ICC event. And once again, thank you so much, guys, for joining in. Thank you, guys, again for a great. Yeah, Sagar, you want to tell something?
Yeah, and one last point. So we are criticizing because we love the Indian team. It's not that we are haters of the team. And we can criticize. We are allowed to criticize the BCCA because of their actions and their results. Uh, it's been what 20 to 15 days since the World Cup, World WTC finals has happened. Still, I'm not gone over it. I still feel bad that India lost.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the reason we are talking about all this.
Yeah, and second thing is here individual players will not count for us.
Yeah,
Saying
that is 100%.
if it is Virat Kohli, fine. If it is Rohit Sharma, it's okay. I'm not talking about Bangalore or Mumbai or any other franchise cricket here. When it comes to Indian cricket, each and every individual is same for us. And I don't want fan fights here saying, hey, you told that to Virat Kohli, you told this to Rohit Sharma. Guys, you are matured
Yeah.
enough to know what we are talking. We are talking about Indian cricket. We are talking about the results. We are talking about playing with the intent to play for Indian cricket,
Exactly.
representing India in the world level, right? It is not a small thing. But these guys are behaving it like the normal match which is playing here in Gully cricket. They are not showing, they don't have any pride while representing India in that world championships. So it is lacking, guys. Each and every day, the value of world cricket is coming down because of the hype of IPL. I feel IPL is a good platform. I know it has been or a fabulous journey of IPL. I know that, but in a same way, the world cricket should not suffer from IPL, and it should not become one more football, because football they will play like when they are playing for country, right? It is like in very few occasions.
Football is a franchise game.
Yeah, it is completely a franchise game, but I don't want cricket to be like that. It should be like you should have a proper international games. This franchise cricket should be in their spot itself. You should not have to mix franchise cricket with international cricket. So when you are representing international teams, right, you should be proud enough to represent that team. So the value is very much when you are representing your team, right? So in that way, each and every individual have to think when it comes to international cricket or Indian cricket. So you must value that spot which you are playing for. You must know the difficulty, or you must know the like hard work which you have gone through, and you have to play for Indian cricket, right? For example, Hardik Pandya was not available for most of the time. He was available this time. He should put his hand up saying, in these conditions, I am the perfect player, telling that I am a perfect player to win the trophy for India. Why can't he do that?
Yeah.
He show fake attitude in IPL. He show that fake attitude in all the gullies of Mumbai and all. Most of the time he will behave like a chapri for me. I don't know. Uh, and why can't he do this?
He was actually
Saying I'm
asked
available.
by a reporter whether he would be interested to play for the WTC final, and his answer was for that was absolutely ridiculous. He was acting
Yeah,
so holy, saying that there are so many players in the contest already.
hmm.
All that
He
bullshit.
will give Gyan. I know, I know. He will give Gyan. That fake
Like,
attitude. I know.
oh, there are so many players waiting for contest and all that.
There are so many players to look after the Gujarat Titans as well. Just tell him to leave the captaincy and give opportunity in the likes of Sudarshan and Abhinav Manohar as well. From next IPL, I don't want him to play for any team because he is snatching someone's opportunity, right? Why the hell he want to play then?
Money, 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 money.
All bullshit he talk.
Guys, are you following TNPL? Any?
Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit. Guys, again, a fantastic stream. A lot of great points, a lot of frustration. I want to again tell thank you guys. Thank you for joining. It's been a great show. So until then, see you on the next stream.